Really excited about our team's win today. It's a very tough Hofstra team that we were able to sweep in the regular season, and now there's more chips on the table here for next Saturday. And we want to be playing our best basketball. And thought there were parts of today's game where we were really sharp. Give Hofstra a lot of credit for them to cut that lead down as rapidly as they did in the second half. That was significant. I think that's the team we're going to see next week on a neutral court. I also thought that the crowd today was fabulous, and it really helped our team. And we are really grateful for the support we've received all through my tenure here at JMU. But today was remarkable, to be honest with you. To finish on a regular season note with that many people and as loud as they were, that was great.
You talked yesterday about the desire to right the ship before next week's tournament. Did you feel like you guys got that done today?
Yeah, I certainly, I feel like, we took a step backwards on Wednesday, but I give Wilmington all the credit in the world. I thought they played tremendous, and they have. I think they have all season long, and they were great against us the other night, and we played poorly. And tonight, I reminded our team right before we took the floor, because we hadn't talked about it since the game that night, but that we had to play with a chip on our shoulder because we played poorly, our last outing, and we wanted to feel better about ourselves. And no matter if we won or we lost today, we had to play better basketball.
Was that Ron Curry's most complete performance?
Yeah, it certainly seems like it. He certainly made big shots in the second half, led our team. I thought his defense was high level, and I thought really one of the telling plays of the game was at the end of the half. He was guarding Wanye Green, who's a tremendous player, and he kept Wanye from getting any kind of good look at the end of the first half, and Wanye was trying his tail off to get a basket, and Ron kept him away from the rim. I thought that obviously that, Nesmith and Bernardi had terrific games. We made some mistakes and they made some shots, but you're not holding a team like that, 25 in both halves. We knew we were going to have to score some points in the second half.
With Jackson Kent, is today the spark that you kind of needed so that you can perform at this level going into?
Yeah, well, I think so. Jackson has worked really hard, probably since the Towson game on the road. When we took him out in the second half, he's worked remarkably hard to make himself a better defensive player, and thought he did some really good things today. He's still a young player in some regards, but I thought his play for the whole game, but his defense especially, was very good. And he's a young guy that wants to play both ends, and today he did. And he got some rebounds, too, and some traffic rebounds. So I thought a really solid performance from Jackson as well.
5 quick turnovers in the second half, and they went on that 20-4 run. What were you saying in the timeout?
Who's going to not turn the ball over? What 5 guys can we have in the game that won't turn it over? I mean, we went through that at Wilmington, and we're going to face that kind of defense, I think, on Saturday again with Hofstra. I mean, they're going to come after us. I think it's one of the reasons why we started Joey, to have a second point guard, scoring guard on the court. So Ron and Joey, got to take care of the ball, and they got to get the ball when we're in trouble. And but I also thought our forwards made some mistakes, and I thought for the most part this team has played. Pretty smart basketball, and when we put that on top of energetic and some toughness, it's we're becoming a good team. I've been saying for a month, I think there's another level this team can get to, and we're going to try and push the envelope and see if we can get there next Saturday.
Has Dimitris' input for you on offense reached a consistency that you like?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think he still gets lost sometimes, but he's got an uncanny ability to put the ball in the basket. He's a big kid who can defend near the rim. He's a big body guy. He's energetic, and he's eager. He's very eager. I mean, that's the great word about him. He is a guy that wants to do well, and he wants to help his team, and Dimitris helping us, no doubt about it, every game.
Last home game, second largest crowd this season. How did your team feed off of that energy?
Well, I think, I thought for the most part, I thought we had great energy from our crowd, and I thought that we in kind responded with really good energy. I thought that we showed some emotional immaturity sometimes after key baskets, and that's something that we will talk about. When we gather again, that we've got to handle our success and our failures with sportsmanship and, I think, dignity. You have to expect success and not act like it's unusual. Okay.
If you do see Hofstra again next Saturday, what's the value of a win like this?
Well, it certainly puts a little bit more doubt in their mind. I think that the run they made in the second half probably helps them. It would have been better to have kind of finished that. But, they're too good, they're too talented and explosive to kind of put them away early in any half. I would expect a very similar game. We've held them now in 2 games to, I think, 16 for 61 from 3. It's one of the best shooting teams in our league, if not the country. We're hopeful we can continue to guard the three-point line against this team better and still keep them in front of us. But I think it's significant that we got 2 wins against this team because I think they're talented. Thanks, guys.